county. Now, tomorrow is Valentine's. Well, earlier I caught up with Bill Phelan. He's the co-founder of Two's Company, which is a specialist dating and matchmaking agency. And I wanted to find out, matchmaking, is there much demand for it in this region? Here's what he had to say.
We're totally countrywide. We have offices in Dublin and Belfast. We have about 900 members countrywide, as I say, in all 32 counties. We're now in our 5th year, and we are the largest agency in the country, and we're also very successful. In fact, in the last few weeks, we've had 7 engagements.
No way. And just on it, Bill, like, people do think when you think of matchmaking, they confine it, they used to, years ago, to urban areas. Have you people from counties Cavan and Monaghan, rural and all over?
Very much so. Cavan, Monaghan, Roscommon, Leitrim, and the northern counties into the 6 counties, yeah.
Yeah. And what is the service? Like, can you tell us, like, we're approaching Valentine's Day tomorrow. Does that spur people on, or is it all year round, the demands there?
We tend to find that January and February are 2 of our busiest months because people make New Year resolutions. This year I'm going to find my soulmate, my perfect partner. And then, obviously, as we approach Valentine's Day, the media are full of it, so people start thinking about it, yeah.
And how did you get into it? Like, why find...
Well, Jennifer and I met some years ago through a dating agency, but we were not very impressed with how they did the job, and so we said there must be a better way of doing this. So we did some due diligence. I went and visited agencies in the UK and the US just to see how they took care of their members, and we decided then that we could offer a similar quality service in Ireland.
So let's say I'm looking for someone now, and I call yourselves, is it?
Yeah, what happens is we are the only agency on planet Earth that keep the balance of our memberships 50-50. We're an equal opportunity agency, and we therefore, what we do is I would initially have a brief chat with you on the telephone just to see if we have suitable gentlemen there for you to meet. And then if I believe that we do, the next stage will be for you and I to meet for a cup of coffee and a chat.
Okay.
If at that stage, having met you, I'm convinced, we would have some really nice guys for you to meet. We would then invite you to become a member, and if you're happy to accept the invitation, we would then go ahead and profile you, which means we would talk about you and everything that's happened in your life since you left school in terms of education, occupation, relationships, interests, travel, hobbies, etc. Spend up to 2 hours with you to get to know you, and then we would be in a position to select a really nice guy for you.
Okay. And that profiling, is that online or is that...
No, nothing is online. We're totally private, totally confidential. We've had members who are TDs, who are presenters on radio and television, who will be well known in the arts and in business in Ireland. And it's totally private, and none of these people's names has ever gotten into any gossip columns or any newspapers. Everybody respects the other person's privacy.
Is that, I'd say that's quite an appeal factor, is it?
It is. I mean, the other alternative is online, which means you must put your photograph and your profile up there for all to see. But obviously, if you're a TD or you're a TV presenter, you can't do that. And the same applies to teachers. Teachers are very uncomfortable about putting because of possibility of cyber bullying or whatever thereafter. So with the privacy and confidentiality is vital and very important.
And I'd say, Bill, you've been speaking to many people over the years that since your establishment, that's maybe for that reason haven't tried because they didn't know how to meet someone. They knew they could this way, but they were unsure of if they could do it in privacy.
Yes, that's very true. It is the whole, as you say, the key is the privacy element, and even when we introduce people, it's on a Christian name basis only, which avoids people Facebooking or Googling or whatever.
Just, Bill, for anyone listening that would like more information or, Valentine's, as you said, spurs it in people's heads, what website?
The website is www.twoscompany, and that's simply TWOSCOMPANY.ie, or they can call us on our landline, which is 014304017, and we do interviews in Dublin, Cork, Limerick, Galway, and Enniskillen, and Derry.
Enniskillen's probably the closest to ourselves. And just on it, Bill, like, I mean, as you said, how many engagements did you say at the offset? Seven or?
We'd 7, yeah. I mean, that's now the record for us. But in the last 5 weeks, we've had 7 engagements that we know of, because sometimes people don't tell us about these things.
And what ages of people are you talking about? Does
Our
it vary?
youngest is 28 and our oldest is 79.
79.
Yep.
It's never too old, is it?
No, it isn't. And a couple we put together some in their early years. Tom was 76 and Christine was 73.
And can you tell us from the job, what can you tell us any nice stories or what fulfilment you get from it, from seeing someone meet their soulmate?
Oh no, it's enormous. The job satisfaction is just incredible. The vast majority of the people we meet are really nice, decent, genuine people, lovely people. And so when it works, it's just the best feeling you can get. That you've brought something into someone's life, introduced them to someone with whom they might spend the rest of their lives. You can't beat that.
And what would you say to anyone listening to you, Bill, that's considering it the last number of years, very unhappy, but maybe a bit shy to come forward?
Just give me a call. I'll have a chat. We don't ask for any commitment. We love to meet people, have a chat, and if then they can decide for themselves, is this a comfortable route for them to take to meet someone? And if it is, yeah, let's go for it, because it's difficult out there to meet people nowadays.
Bill Phelan there from